All right, welcome. This is the first video in the series. You're receiving this video because there's a good chance you downloaded my free Generation XY financial planning checklist from my site. If you did, that's awesome. Let's get that out because I'm going to start walking you through that. This is probably going to be a weekly series, if not a little more or a little less depending on the subject. I don't want to overwhelm you. I want to make these videos short and sweet so that you can absorb the information and really take action on what we're talking about, okay? So the first item on the list is I have enough money to cover me for 1 month of expenses. Please do not feel bad if you do not have a month worth of expenses in cash or a money market available to you. Most people don't. Most people live month to month, and so this is not totally common, so I don't want you to feel bad, but I do want you to understand that how important this is, okay? This is a baseline. I really want you to have 3 to 6 months expenses, which we'll get to a couple bullet points down. But what would you do if you were to have lost your job or someone in your family got sick and it took you a month to get a new job? What would you do? Would you pull out the credit card? Would you borrow money from a family member? Would you, God forbid, go to a payday lender to get an advance? These are all things that I want you to avoid like the absolute plague. I do not want you borrowing money when you're in a sticky situation. That's only going to make it worse, okay? So your first goal is to get to having a 1 month worth of expenses. If you don't feel like you have a good grip on your monthly cash flow, then I want you to go to my website. It's at www.kisplanning.com. KIS, like keep it simple. If you go under the free tools tab, you're going to see a budget template there. I want you to click on that link and I want you to fill out your income, your monthly expenses, and I want you to see how much you theoretically should have left over each month. It'll tell you that at the bottom. If you don't have that left over each month, don't worry about it. If you don't have a plan typically for your money, somehow it just seems to go away. So this will be a great start for you on the process to getting a better handle on your money. I am going to do a separate video walking you through that template. So don't feel overwhelmed. If you're not too sure about what to do once you get there, do another search for that video and I'll probably send that to you in a separate email just so you can have that anytime you need help. And keep in mind, it does take about 90 days to really get that monthly budget down to where you have a good grip on it and it's consistent with what you're writing on the paper, okay? So number one is getting that first 1 month of expenses. You know, if you're single, you're sharing a room, you know, you don't have any children to worry about, you can just do $1,000. $1,000 is a good start. What I'm trying to do is get you off the reliance on credit cards or other small loans in case of emergencies, okay? This will be just the first step in many steps toward our financial success, but we're gonna get you there, okay? So that's really the end of the first video. So just remember, if you don't have 1 month of expenses saved up, go to my site at kisplanning.com and go to the free tools and click on the budget template, download that template and fill that out so that you can see, based on what your monthly expenses are, how much they are and how much you need to save. And then you'll also know how much you have left over each month from your budget so that you know how long it's going to take you, okay, to save up that money. So if you need to reach out to me, you can find me on my site at www.kisplanning.com or email me directly at jason, Jason, @kisplanning.com. Have a great